What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Big Ben, and you tune into another episode of Let's Go to Church Gospel Show with your boy Big Ben. Let me tell you guys, we got a young man that's singing for the Lord. He's representing our young folks. He's representing me, the young folks. Guys, we got Mr. Keon Holloway in the building. So what's
What's
up,
up?
Mr.
What's up?
Keon?
What's up, good people? How are y'all doing today? Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, let me tell y'all, he is a powerful singer. He's traveled the country. He got a lot under his belt. So I'm excited to be able to interview him. I've been knowing him for a while
Uh,
now. I think it's a couple of years now.
yes, some
Uh,
years. It's been a minute.
we had an audio interview a couple years back, and now the
Yes,
stuff.
I remember that. Wow.
Yeah. So now he's much older now. We're both much older now, but
Absolutely.
when I first started, I think I was 19 or 18 at the time.
Wow.
Last time we had that interview, but yeah. So let's go all the way back. Lil Keon. So first, I know that you're a PK. Your parents
Yeah.
own a church. So
Mhm.
how was it being a PK? And then when was that time that you knew, okay, I want to sing?
Being a PK for me was great. Like I enjoyed being in church. I wasn't a PK that didn't like going to church. I love going to church. I love singing in the choir, praise team. When I was a little younger, like that 3 to 6 range, I really wasn't singing like that. I was almost scared to sing out in front of people. And I think we were having like a church dinner or something, and my mom like
Mhm.
had the mic. She was like, Keon, you gonna sing today? Like, and I remember we saying, what God has for me, it is for me. I'll never forget that. I gotta find that picture, but we took a picture while we were singing, and that was like when I realized, okay, I can sing a little bit. But throughout the years, I was singing with the praise team and the choir, and our church would record different CDs and albums. And the very last one they did, my brother, who was one of the executive producers, he was like, "I want Keon to lead the song for the youth choir," and they was like, "I don't know, Keon don't really like to sing like that, so I don't know if you'll get him to do it." But he asked me to do it, and I went right in the studio and did it. And ever since, I've just been going. God has blessed me. I've been a part of two groups that I started. Call to Worship, which was a St. Louis youth group. It was about 13 different youth, and we would sing and travel within the city. And then the Lord showed me a smaller group within that group, which were Voices of Praise. Me and two of my friends, and we would do backgrounds and go record people's music and just all type of stuff. And we have some major opportunities, but honestly, they didn't all have the same drive to continue to do music the same way that I did. I was
Right.
very strict about like pushing for better, and like one day we're gonna be opening for this person, one day we're gonna get that type of call. Like they saw it, but they really wasn't. They just had other dreams and things. And so my mom told me one day, Keon, you might just have to go by yourself. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want that. I was trying to start another group, because I was just big on, I didn't want to be a solo artist. I didn't want all the attention on me. And, but I trusted the Lord. And to this day, just so many opportunities have been opened up to me. Um, but I believe it was through obedience. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that transitioning from being
Mhm.
a basically singing with a group to a
Yeah,
soloist, and then how did you
yeah.
get into that soloist and get into the industry type frame? Because you guys got the three singles that's out already now. I'm pretty sure he has
Yeah,
more music cooking.
absolutely. Um, Honestly, leading worship all the time within my local church really helped train me.
Mhm.
Um, just being comfortable singing in front of people, but you have to do your studying. And I personally, I was just never satisfied with like where I was. I always pushed for more. Even to this day, I still push for more vocally, and just the way we write, the way we have stage presence. Like I'm big on, you should always be evolving.
Right.
Even to the greatest of the greats in music. If you look at some of their previous years and then where they are now, they're constantly evolving. And so I want to be that way. But the transition was, really just leading worship locally. And because my group had already been getting bookings, it didn't take nothing, for me to just say, oh, it's not the group anymore. It's just me. I was leading most of all the songs anyway.
Right.
So, it was fine. But really, the favor of the Lord is what you need on your life, because without that, you can't do anything. And I don't have any special gimmick or any plugs. People, you'd be surprised. People have inboxed me like, how you get on that platform? How you get on that TV show? How you sing
Right.
background for them? And how you open up? And I'm like, yo, that's just the Lord. Like the Lord put me on somebody's heart who had the ability to put me in that place. And
Right.
like that's all I could tell people. I don't have a manager. Every year I have different people reaching out trying to manage me. I had one just do it last night. Like people are always trying to manage me. And they like, with a manager you go far. I'm like, I know, but like I've gotten this far without one, because I just trust the Lord. So I encourage people all the time, pray for the favor of the Lord on your life, you
Yeah.
know?
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I was one of those people. I did ask to manage him a year ago.
Wow.
I was one of those people. I was
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
people. But he had to do what God
Yeah,
told him to do. So let me tell you,
absolutely.
being young in the industry, um, I know for me, starting out young, it was a little rough for me at the beginning. And
Yeah.
I'm at a point that I earn my respect in the industry
Mhm.
because I'm 8 years in now. So
Wow.
that
That's
respect
amazing.
is there. So how'd you how was that? Because you're young and I know how certain older people get offended and they feel some type of way when they see a
Yeah.
young person on the stage. And it might sound better than you're gonna sound better than them or
Mhm.
something like that. So tell us about that.
Yeah. For me, I try to I try to be just a very humble person because I am a humble person. And
Mm,
so I'm never above correction. I'm never above advice. There's older people all the time when I'm singing at different services that want to pull me to the side and be like, I enjoyed you. Like you should do this more, do that less. Or, and I just be like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Like very respectful. And I actually, listen to what they're saying. Um, because at the end of the day, they went before us, and we
right,
can't disrespect them. Now, there are different things that we value a lot more now than we did then, like tone and vocal ability. Like back then, you just had to
right.
be anointed. This day and time, people don't care if you anointed or not. You got to be able to sing. It's a whole thing within the industry. So I think that you have to have balance. You have to be able to be teachable, learnable, but also know who you are, know your craft, always be perfecting it, but never be haughty, never get big headed, because at the end of the day, you could be there tomorrow and gone tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
nobody is above correction, nobody is above anybody, whether it's industry or somebody that even hasn't done as much as you have. I'll just try to be respectful to every person and nice, but it's really your heart posture, and that's just a part of being a Christian. In every industry that you're in, you should have that heart posture. You should never be big headed. Like people will clap for you to get up and clap for you to get down because they tired of hearing from you. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so I try to just be respectful, but yeah, yeah. Amen.
Let me tell y'all. I'm glad he said that because there's a lot of independent artists out here. They feel like they arrived, and then they feel like they don't need no type of correction. They feel like they don't need to learn no artist development,
Mm-mm.
and half of them don't even know the business. How you gonna be?
Yep,
How you gonna be an artist and don't know the business?
yep.
I know
I'm
some people
I'm
that
learning
actually.
every day. Every day I learn something
I know some artists that put music out, and the music's not even copyrighted.
new.
They don't even
Mm-mm.
know the process of it.
Yep,
And
you got to do that.
I warned them. I said, "Don't put that out. You need to go make sure you go get your copyrighted." And they didn't
Yep,
listen. Oh well, if someone steal your song, that's your problem. But
literally.
it's a necessity, and I try to. I'm really an advocate for that because I want to set up indie artists for success. And if you don't want to learn, don't come to my inbox, don't come to my email, because I'm learning too.
Yeah,
I'm always open to learn. There's some
absolutely.
things I don't know in the promotions area and the radio era. I might not even know, and I'm
Yeah.
always open to learn. And I've been like that since the very beginning. And
Uh,
but yeah, and then do your research. If you
Do
don't
your
research,
research. Yeah.
there's no
See
point
what
in you.
trends are currently happening within your industry. You
Hmm.
know, learn
Yeah,
about people's journeys, learn about who's who, know who's in your industry, know who, because a lot of times people try to get connected to the artists, and it's like you got to get connected to the people behind the artists.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a whole
because yeah,
different ball game, you know.
yeah.
But yeah,
And honestly, I always tell them that, and it's always behind the scenes people. You gotta those are ones you need that connection with because those are people that
yep,
gonna remember your name and remember. Oh, such,
yep,
such. Let's bring them back this time for this, and then
literally.
this time they might bring you. You come in that time for free, and they might pay you next time you come back. You never know.
Mhm. And I
So
remember, but even with that, you have to pray about that because there are people that I'm connected to now that I prayed about being connected to 5, 10 years ago,
right,
and didn't even know how the Lord was going to do it, but he's done it and he continues to do it. But we have to literally like pray in all thy ways, acknowledge him, he'll direct your path. Like pray about it. Who should I connect to? Or do your research. I did research on different managers, different artists, different people I want to be connected to, and prayed on it. And then, you might think the Lord ain't hear you because 2, 3, 5 years then pass, but you'll look up one day and you like, oh my God, I'm connected to them. Or oh my
right.
God, you open up that door. I remember as an example, I remember with the Dorinda show. I
Hmm.
got asked to do the Dorinda show and I had seen some of my artist friends doing it and I was like, Lord, I really want to do the Dorinda show. And I'm like, I don't have no connect, I don't got no plug, but I know you're gonna make it happen. Somehow I'll keep the person nameless, but a person that was on the show that's very well connected to Dorinda called me randomly like, Keon, I need a favor for you. Like, can you do this for me? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's nothing. He's like, what do you need from me? I'm like, well, I don't need nothing. He's like, you sure I can't do nothing for you? And I'm like, well, I want to be on Dorinda show. And he was like, oh, that's nothing. A month later, I got emails from Dorinda's her team, and about 3 months later, I was on the show. And it's like God will literally direct your path,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, we thank
So
God.
yes, I thank God for that too. Because let me tell you, the connections. I always I believe in being nice to people, treating with respect
Absolutely,
because it goes a long way.
yeah,
One thing about me, I treat everybody the same.
the
You know,
same. Yep,
the same. So you ain't gonna hear nothing from nobody else because they lying. Because
yep,
I'm straight up the same person with everybody. Um,
yep.
and this is something that my parents instilled in me is to be able to treat people with niceness. And I do
Absolutely,
I have a crazy side. Everybody has the crazy side. Don't get on that side. But
yeah.
but but yeah, as long as you don't cross that line, then we good.
Okay,
We
right.
good.
Know the
But
difference.
besides ministry wise, what do you do as a career outside of ministry, or do you do ministry full time?
Yeah, so I part time do ministry, and then the other part time I work for my parents' church, doing admin things for them, as well as the event coordinator. If you follow my page, you see that every year there's always a big conference or a concert that I'm doing. Um, and it's been blessed every year. It gets bigger and bigger and better. And to the point where now other pastors and churches are reaching out like, can we hire you to do our conferences? Can we hire you to do our events? So, I believe that that's a new field the Lord is kind of shifting me into, event coordinating for churches, because I'm not just the event coordinator, but I have to strategically pray about who is the Lord telling me to put together for an encounter for that particular ministry. And he's always blessed it, and now I got investors and just different things that come from that. So yeah, if you or your church need somebody to put together a conference or a concert, definitely inbox me, reach out. We can make it happen.
Guys, y'all need to reach out to them. Go ahead and y'all need an event coordinator. Come on. And
Come on, come on.
it's the weird thing about it. I'm just finding this information out because I might need you for something.
See?
And
Oh yeah.
that's the weird thing. You talking about it now, but good thing I asked that question now because you never
Yeah,
know what you could
I
do.
haven't really like posted it fully. I mean, if you know, you know. If you've been to the events, you know. But
Right.
I haven't put together like a flyer or anything. So yeah, but it'll be coming soon for sure. I got an LLC in it and everything. I just don't post it.
Come, come on, come on, LLC. Come on,
Amen.
come on.
Amen.
So guys, he got three singles out. Tell the world. First of all, he's the right. Are you the
Yes.
writer to all these three singles that you had? You wrote all these songs, right?
Yes. Yes. Me and Nick Chandler out of St. Louis.
Hmm.
Me and him, he kind of writes all my music with me, and it's just been a journey. I To this day, I don't really promote Freedom and Tell the World as much as I used to when they first came out. But because I was really young, but
Hmm.
people are still blessed by it. It's got thousands of streams, so go support it. Go support Freedom and Tell the World. Like, it's a great, great song. Maybe teach it to a youth choir or something like that. But yeah, the Lord gave me those songs in 2019, 2017. They
Ooh,
came out in 2018, and ever since, just doors have opened just from those songs alone. Honestly, so yeah, God is
let me
faithful.
let me tell y'all, I've been streaming his songs, those two songs on my station since it came out.
Thank you, bro. You always support. Thank
And
you
he
so
was like,
much.
and when I turned around and said, I'm still streaming, he's like, for real? I said, yeah,
Right.
I'm still playing this.
Yeah, it be. I think earlier this year, somebody was like, "Keon, I hear you on the radio," and I'm like, "Really?" They heard me on some station. I'm like, I didn't know people still, go and play that because it's so old. So much other music they can play. So I'm extremely grateful. When people think about me, that means a lot.
So honestly, this is for me. This is what I think. The newer music that's coming out, everybody's starting to sound the same. It's not
Yeah,
a distinct sound for everybody, if that makes sense.
yeah,
So I do. There's some good new music that came out. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but
right,
there's some
right.
that just sound the same, and I don't want to sit there and listen to the same people. No offense
No,
to certain artists and everything. I just don't want to
yeah,
sing
yeah,
the same type of music, same just a different voice singing it.
absolutely.
But that's why I always implement the older
Mm,
music, because the older music still got that power in
it do, it do.
it.
No, it do in real life. Yeah, music is not the same how I used to be. I personally don't know where it's headed, but I just hope that, you know, our generation upholds the bloodstained banner.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time. They say, "Well, you're in my gen." No, I'm not. I'm in the other generation. I'm not in this generation because this generation, for some reason, it's just not. It's not it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's not it for me. And I don't even claim it. They was like, "Well, you're in the whatever the generation we are. I forgot what it is."
Wow.
But
How old are you, bro?
I am about to be 25.
Wow. Oh yeah, so you're a Gen Z, right?
Yeah,
Wow. I mean, I'm considered a Gen Z too, but I really feel like I'm at least a millennial. But
yeah. That's why I
technically, I
feel
wouldn't be. But yeah.
I I'm a not. I feel like I'm a '80s baby.
Right.
That was the best. That was the best era.
Yes.
I think that was one of the best eras because
I
all of
think
the
yes. Yes, I agree. My favorite era of music to listen to is 80s, especially rock. For me, rock and pop. Like, most people ask me like, what's your inspiration? And I'm like, man, I'll be listening to pop music and rock music from the 80s,
rock.
some
I
90s,
never
and like
rock.
that'd be my inspiration.
I had never would have thought rock. I can't listen to
Yeah.
rock. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't
Not
listen.
not hardcore rock where they just screaming and making noise, but like just that more musical rock. It's really dope. It
I
kind of
do like.
reminds you like Miley Cyrus, like how she is now.
Oh yeah. I don't fool with her though, but yeah. So
What I love me some Miley.
no,
Lord Jesus.
she she done went crazy after Hannah Montana. So Hannah Montana, she had to switch to both worlds. So
Oh my God. I love me somebody Cyrus. I like a lot of secular artists. I know I grew up, old school. We didn't listen to that when I was a kid, but I think the older I got, and the more free I got in my mind, like I realized, there are some things that you can listen to and some things you just can't. And everybody's palette of what that is different.
right,
But for me, I love me some rock and roll, some pop music, R&B. I love country.
right.
Oh my God. I love country,
Oh Lord,
to get inspiration. But yeah, I
let
love
me tell
it.
you. So, guys, what are some of the platforms that you have been on, and
Oh Lord.
'cause you've been through a lot of platforms. I can't name them all, but what name a few, and then what is next for you?
Um, okay, I've gosh, with the Church of God in Christ convention, um, the Render Show, Eddie Awards, TBN with Todd Tribbett, um, opened up for Tasha Cobbs, Kiera, Isaac Correa, William Murphy. It's not really too many I haven't. So it is a few, but God's just been faithful, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
so many.
sir. So, what are some hobbies that you like to do outside of everything when you just chilling?
I love to go shopping. I'm gonna do that today. I feel that in my spirit. I love going to the park to walk. A lot of people don't know I go to the park every day. And walk and work out. It's like very therapeutic for me, and it helps me clear my mind, my thoughts, or just take in the experience every single day. So I love that. And then of course, I'm just such a like friendly person. I'm always on the phone with my friends. Like there's not ever always talking to a friend or checking in on them. I feel like the Lord has dealt with me throughout the years on being more intentional, little influence. Sometimes it's easy for everything to be about you,
Right.
because like you always on the go, you always get an opportunity. So when you have friends that's actually supportive, it's like everybody supporting me, everybody showing up to what I do, or they pulling up, or they singing with me, or they playing for me, and like all these different things. But I'm like, I want to be more intentional about investing into them. Like, what are you doing? What is your goals? Because a lot of my friends are not in music, so they support me in music, but they're not like doing music. They have regular, like, doctors, lawyers, nurses, like regular careers that don't really require the attention of people the way that artistry does. And so
Right.
I try to be intentional about just checking in, like what's going on, how's your family, how's your relationship, how's your kids, like, how can I come support you? What can I do just to be a better friend? You know, we need that.
Well, we need more friends like you. We need more friends like
Yes.
you. You don't find a lot of that. You don't find like that. We don't got
No.
loyal friends nowadays. Because
Yeah.
some will backstab you right in your face,
No.
and then there is some that literally be in your life for a certain amount of time and they disappear. Okay, we
Okay,
good.
there we go. But yeah, I was saying sometimes you like I know we get old because to be able to say I have friends for 10, 5 years, some of them are now 20-year friendships. It's like, wow, we're getting
Yeah,
old.
yeah. And literally, sometimes it's. I know for me,
Hmm.
since I what everything I do, um,
Yeah.
I don't got a lot of friends for a reason.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense. But I do have a few associates that check on me every now and then. Our business partner would talk like that, but
Yeah.
like to go hang out, I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for it no
Yeah.
more, and never did really. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
know I'm on a different part, a different a different path. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
people say, "Oh, yeah, you're so friendly." Yeah, I'm very friendly, but there's sometimes I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
And there's a well, you're a people person. And I was like, I guess not really, but
Yeah. I
I just know it's something I have
get
to
it.
do.
I'm like that. We froze again, but we can't really do that. After we minister, we gotta go kiss the babies, take pictures, and
Oh no.
speak to everybody.
Yeah,
But
you
I
speak.
totally get it.
Yeah, you got to speak. I do that. I do. I go speak. I be drained out by the end of the day because they done took all the
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
But it's just gonna be them times I gotta be with myself. I'm sorry. I need my time to
yeah.
myself.
We call
So
it social battery. That social battery died.
yeah. So I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just being honest, but a little too honest. But one
Yeah,
thing about me, I'm a little too honest. And sometimes people are like, well, Ben, that's a little mean. I was like, well, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. I'd
it's
rather
just
be honest
how
with
we
you.
wired. That's okay. It's
But
okay.
yeah, what's next for you? Like,
Yeah,
what for you?
for sure, for sure. You
So
said
what?
what's next for me?
Yeah.
Um, so what's next for me right now is I'm preparing for a really big worship night in St. Louis, August 30th. I would tell y'all to pull up, but it's sold out. So y'all can just look for it.
You're gonna
We're
stream?
gonna we're not streaming, but we're gonna record and I'm gonna air it later.
Oh,
So for sure, whenever we air it, just be looking out on my page. But it's August 30th. Um, I'm actually going to St. Louis this week to see if we can get some more seats in there, in the venue. So just be looking out on my page. If, we got an opening, try to get your ticket. It's free admission, and then they have $10 VIP tickets. But as of now, everything is sold out. So
that's
God is
crazy.
faithful, and they
Oh,
sold out in 3 days. It wasn't even like a long process. Um, and that's the favor of the Lord. So
so who's gonna be a part of the program?
I'm very thankful. It's gonna be me, Antoine Cooks,
Oh wow.
Charnel Jones Franklin, and Shariah Anderson.
Oh
And every last one of those names are powerhouses in their own
yeah.
way. And honestly, the people knew that, and I feel like that's why it sold out. But we going for glory. We going for God. It's just gonna be a worship night of flowing praise, worship, and prophetic flow. That's what we're calling it.
Oh,
Worship in the Louvre. It's gonna be good.
well, make
And
sure
I
y'all.
got some new music coming out soon. Turn up.
So can you disclose the name, or do you have a name yet for it?
Yeah, I do have a name. It's called Waiting.
Okay.
Like we're waiting on the Lord's presence to fill the room. So we've been working on it. I'm actually gonna be recording some more that night, and we're gonna do the new song that night too. So it's gonna be
Okay.
a good time. Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of like a live recording, and then you're gonna take it back in and get it remastered and do it that way.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a like 'cause I'm not really like we're not selling nothing. So we just gonna air it and it's gonna be a really clean air.
Okay. 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 Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say go support it. Y'all can still cash app him. Don't.
Yes, yes.
Y'all can still cash app him. Y'all can't
Okay,
go.
I'll take
Can't,
20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, and millions.
and he takes 50 cents because 50 cents will go a long way. I'm telling you.
Listen, that 50 cent on top was another 50 cent. You got $1.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got $19.50. That 50 cent will take you to 20. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ooh.
Come on, count it. Come on. Come on. You gotta
Oh
work at a
God.
bank or something. Work at a
Listen,
bank.
come on, bank. They need to call me.
Mm. Hey, don't you got degrees? What's your degrees in?
Yeah, I have a degree from Full Sail University. I have my bachelor's of science in music business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bachelor's of Science in Music. And you just graduated too. You just
Yeah,
graduated.
in December. In December.
And how was that? How was that experience?
It was good. I needed that. I think I'm the first graduate in my family.
Come on.
Um, college graduate. But I started in 2017. That's when I moved to Orlando, and then I dropped out in 2017.
Don't feel bad.
So I didn't go back until 2021. That's when I made the decision to go, and I was determined I was gonna finish it, and I finished. So I really needed that because the college I got accepted to and went to, my counselors in high school told me like, don't even apply because you're not gonna get in,
Oh wow.
and if you do get in, you're gonna fail. So I was like, I don't know, I was just nervous to even apply. But I applied and I got in and then I dropped out. And like it just sat with me for all those years. Like I'm like, I have to complete it. And so the
Right.
Lord gave me the grace and the plan to complete it, and it's done. So here we are. I have my bachelor's of science.
Come on. But kind of my story is kind of the same. So what
Really?
happened was, I was in college. I graduated. I think it was in 2018, 2018,
Mm-hmm.
2019. I automatically went to college.
Wow.
When I got in college, did like two classes. I was
Mhm.
working 14-hour shifts, trying to manage that and everything. And my freshman teacher told me I was a horrible writer, that will never pass his class. Da 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 da. And eventually, I just never went back.
Yeah.
I didn't
Wow.
go back. So it took me. I finally went back this year to start finish up my bachelor's,
Let's
and
go.
it took me a while because it was rough. Because I told my parents I'm not going back. You don't need no degree.
Yeah.
I was one of the
Yeah.
ones that said I would never go back. So for the
Wow.
ones that get discouraged, look, he's a walking testimony.
Yes.
I'm in the
Yes.
process of the
Okay.
testimony.
Okay. And maybe somebody needs to hear that so they can be encouraged to go back.
Yeah, because it's
Amen.
needed. It's
Okay.
needed, especially in the black young men in the black young men era. Because some of
Absolutely.
us, most of us, I ain't gonna lie. I know most people in my graduate class, most of them don't win all the glory because they're doing stuff they ain't supposed to.
Oh, wow.
So uh, it's kind of it's needed in the young black men in era. If that makes sense
Absolutely.
because we gotta
Wow.
we gotta, we gotta be excellence. We're supposed to be black excellence.
Okay.
We can't be
And
black
we will.
excellence and be ratchet. But you could be a little
No,
ratchet. You could be a little ratchet though.
just a pinch of salt and pepper of ratchet. Just pinch it in there a little bit.
Yeah. But you can't be ratchet and don't be selling them drugs and don't be doing all that
No,
stuff, illegal stuff that you ain't supposed to. I obey the laws of the land. I can't.
no.
I got
I've
some people that
never.
work.
Only thing I could did is got a speeding ticket. Amen.
Oh, I never got that. I ain't got none of that. My
My
record
God.
clean record.
See, look at God.
Yeah, but he done kept me. But thank God for the church and God.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
it
No,
kept me.
for real.
It kept me. So yeah, Mr. Keon, it was a good conversation. I have to let you go because I talk to you all day. But because one thing I like to do is talk.
Listen, me too. I get it.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
it's been an honor. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. So where can they follow you at? You gotta
Yes.
follow you.
Yes. So Keon Holloway on everything. YouTube. Y'all check out my YouTube page. Anytime I do a performance, it gets posted on there. Keon Holloway on YouTube, Keon Holloway on Facebook, Keon.Holloway at Instagram. And y'all check me out, Keon Holloway, any musical platform where you get your music, you can find me at Keon Holloway. Holloway.
Oh, someone else spelled it a different way?
They do A sometimes. Halla or Holla. When I believe it or not, I got a tattoo on my foot, and like the artist spelled my last name wrong, and he had to go back and fix it. It was so painful. So I make sure I tell people Holloway.
But honestly, when you say it, it sounds with a O. It starts with Ho.
I know. Holloway.
Holloway.
Yes.
But yeah. So, guys, make sure you tune in to the podcast show. This will be on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music. Be able to stream this conversation I had with Mr. Keon, and we will
Let's
be able
go.
to play his music, all his 3 singles and stuff, including with this
Yes.
interview, and it'll be aired. And it's going back out to the different stations. I know
Come on.
a couple months ago, I think it was last year. No, it was last year. I was on 20 stations,
Wow.
but I stopped for a bit because life just happened. I just couldn't make, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. But now I got a certain way I'm gonna do everything now. So it'll be back out to the stations, so it's more airplay. Um,
Let's go.
your music, and then of course the TV station will be aired on the TV station as well. And I will let you know about all that too as well. And guys, make sure you follow me on all my platforms. There's only
Let's
one
go.
Big on Instagram. You follow my Instagram business page, One Way Marketing Promotions, or then Facebook is Benjamin the God Chaser, and then Benjamin the God Chaser got all my other pages to my businesses for my entertainment company, and TikTok. There's only one Big Ben. Y'all need to follow me on TikTok. I ain't did a TikTok in a while. Let me tell you.
Yes, me too. Okay.
I haven't did one, and I used to
Oh
be faithful
God.
to it. But you know what? Y'all need to follow me and Keon on TikTok because we got some things we will be posting and
Yes.
um, some viral videos. Because let me tell you, some of his videos I follow him on TikTok. Some of his videos from his church, those videos take me out, and especially the
Oh
old
my God.
ones. He be
The
finding
old
them
one.
old ones. Be taking
Oh
me
my
out.
God. They are hilarious. When I go back and watch, I'm like, what was happening? Oh God. Yes, a
Yeah.
time was had. But thank you for this opportunity, bro. I really appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we out.